Coming up on Mountain News at 6, our winter storm coverage continues. We'll hear from one county judge executive about staying warm the next few days. And we'll hear from officials with KYTC about treating roads during these dangerous conditions.
And as snow showers exit, that cold air will stick around. Your forecast coming up as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
More snow could fall tonight as travel conditions may get worse than they already are. Here's some scenes from across the region today. Police are urging everyone to stay off the roads. Several crashes have been reported. Our team First Alert Weather Day coverage continues, and meteorologist Cameron Aaron has the very latest. Cameron?
Yes, Steve, we are tracking some moderate snow showers in some areas as that final push of moisture begins to move across our region. Let's take a live look at First Alert Pinpoint Doppler, and as you can see, we are tracking some more widespread snow showers. The heaviest on the board close to Jackson County into portions of Owsley County, also Clay County into Leslie County as well, giving you the first alert in Breathitt County, also near Buckhorn and Perry County. Some more heavier snow bands not too far away, and one more heavier snow band in Lee County, Virginia, pushing into Wise County, Virginia, also for places in Harlan County, also Letcher County as well. Here is a live look from downtown Somerset in Pulaski County, and that current temperature is well below freezing, 14 degrees at this hour, and we are tracking some bitterly cold weather as we go into tonight, also by Tuesday and Wednesday. But I do want to show you this, a little bit of some drier air over southern Kentucky, also northern Tennessee, so I do think we see a little bit of a drying trend as we go into the second half of this evening. But again, those temperatures are very cold, down to 18 in Jackson, 19 for Hazard, and 17 over in Wayne County for Monticello. Temperatures tonight are going to be very, very cold in the upper single digits to lower teens. Also tracking some wind chill values close to 0 in some areas. So again, be sure to prepare those pipes and also bring in those pets and check on your neighbors as we see some bitterly cold weather and we stay cold for several more days. More details on that busy forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, and that snow not going anywhere anytime soon with these temperatures as they continue to drop, and officials are urging everyone just to stay inside if you can tonight. WYMT's Jack Demler spoke to officials in Harlan County about what people can do to stay safe if they have to go out. Jack.
Thanks, Steve. As you mentioned, temperatures continuing to drop below 0 and even closer to 0. So for Judge Executive Dan Mosley, that means stay safe. It's important that people in the area keep themselves safe. For Mosley, that means staying inside, but he understands that for some professions, that's not exactly allowed. So in order to stay safe while being outside, Mosley says it's important to make sure that you are wearing proper clothing.
If you have to be out, just make sure that you're wearing layers of clothing, a hat, something to protect your face, especially as the temperatures dip to single digits and near 0 with sub-zero wind chills. I would just recommend that if you can stay home, please do so and let those road crews get this situation under control because they're fighting a losing battle today.
Mosley says if you have to be on the roads, it's important to keep snacks, water, and a phone charger with you in case you get broken down on the side of the road. For now, I'm going to send it back to you, Steve, in the studio from Harlan County. Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, and definitely looks even snowier there than it did at 4 o'clock, Jack. Thank you very much. Folks in the region have been on high alert as we continue to track snowy weather, and that includes our local grocery stores. WYMT's Madison Carmouche spoke to the manager at Food City and Hazard about how they prepare for something like this. Madison.
Good evening, Steve. I'm still out here at Food City, and as you can see, Kentucky 15 behind me is pretty clear. People are taking officials' advice and staying in. And over here at Food City, the parking lot is empty as well, as the manager says that the days leading up to the storm were hectic, but they are glad to be trusted in the community. He also told me that as threats come in, they make sure to stock up on those kitchen staples that folks will be looking for.
With the cold weather, everyone knows in eastern Kentucky, it gets super cold in the wintertime. Water does tend to freeze, and so we try to make sure that we have plenty of water for everyone. So we're good on water, we're good on milk, we're good on eggs, we're good on anything that you need. You come and see us.
Now, I did see a few of those store stockers wandering the aisles today, but other than that, the store was pretty empty. And I will have more from the manager and shoppers here at Food City tonight at 11. But for now, live in Hazard, Madison Carmouche, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, Madison, thank you for that update. With snow possibly continuing into tomorrow morning, crews are also trying to treat those roads. WYMT's RJ Johnson shares how you can stay safe.
Crews have been working around the clock to treat roads throughout the region.
Since snow is continuing to fall and we're expecting a second wave tonight, so our guys have been busy. They've not had much of a holiday weekend. They've been out pretty much every day trying to make sure that the roads are cleared.
Kentucky Transportation Cabinet District 10 Public Information Officer H.B. Elkins says to stay home if you don't have to leave. He says if you do have to drive, be cautious.
The roads are improving. The priority A routes are in pretty good shape, and now the crews will be turning their attention to the priority B and the C routes, trying to get them taken care of. But basically, we just urge slow down, use caution, be observant of your surroundings. Don't make any sudden turns, starts, or stops.
And most importantly, take things slow.
You need to pay more attention to things. Don't drive distracted. Don't have your phone out. Don't be texting and driving or anything like that. Just basically keeping the safe driving tips that we always stress, just keep those even more in the forefront of your thoughts.
Elkins says you should keep a bag filled with snacks, extra gloves, and anything else you might need.
In case you do slide off the road or get stuck or something, make sure you have plenty of gas. Make sure that you have warm clothes, maybe blankets, gloves, maybe keep some water and some snacks in the car.
While also keeping batteries and a flashlight in case you have to turn your car off. In Hazard, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Elkin says it's also important to keep your phone charged in case you need to call for help. Now to some photos a viewer out of Prestonsburg sent us today, and we want to thank all of you for lots of photos. We of course can't get to them all. This was sent to us earlier today, and now you can see, well, you can't really see much of the car because of all the snow covering it absolutely all over this Nissan Murano. And I'm sure there are many folks that came across this same issue when they had to go to work or wherever they had to be today. Well, here are some warming stations we want to tell you about that have opened up across the region. In Laurel County, Mayor Randall Weddle says there will be one at the London Community Center starting at 8 p.m. That's on 529 South Main Street. First Baptist Church in London has also opened its doors as well. That's on 804 West 5th Street. In Floyd County, the Community Center in Martin is available to folks who might need it. And in Knott County, the Sportsplex is opening its doors as well. And there are many others, I'm sure, across the region. If you know of one we haven't mentioned, please let us know. Well, here's some tips to keep in mind when you're out on the roadways. We've already talked about a couple of them. Officials with AAA say just drive slowly. They say you also need to be deliberate when accelerating and decelerating. Following distance needs to be increased to 5 to 6 seconds, and you know the shape your brakes are in. The heel of your foot needs to be on the floor, and the ball of your foot should be on the brake pedal to apply steady pressure. Do not attempt to stop if you can help it. And finally, keep a balance when dealing with hills. Hills, H-I-L-L-S. Do not go very fast up them, but make sure you give the right amount of gas to keep your momentum. And again, just stay at home if you can tonight. We also want to remind you, if you do not have the WYMT weather app, now's a real good time to download it. You can download the app for free to your phone or your tablet. You can find it in the App Store or the Google Play Store.
Well, we are tracking some more bitterly cold weather as we go into tonight, and yes, possibly a few more snowflakes later this week. Those details coming up. Plus,
school and community safety is reaching new heights in Perry County, and one police department is officially trained on a new system.